You can get a powerful astrology reading without a birth time. And yes, it can be done. So yes, and I'll show you how. If you don't already know me, I am Ev Zervoudakis with Holistic Healing Astrology. I am the founder. And what I do here is give you information so you better understand astrology. We will be reviewing the following points and highlights. You can pay an astrologer for a powerful reading minus your birth time. And what you're paying for is their expertise and their time. Some astrologers will pay you for what we call a rectification chart. And that's when they move the wheel around, and we'll be doing that in the video to predict or figure out the approximate time of your birth based on your life events. Okay. Prices for astrologers range from $85 to $550 an hour, and the price doesn't always indicate their expertise. And warning, if you follow any social media astrologers, you might want to find out if they do readings or if they're just talking about astrology and how many readings they do a year and what is their style like. The last thing you want is a fatalistic, egotistical astrologer who can inflict more harm than good. So that's why I do these readings and my TikTok, so you get an idea of the type of person that I am and if I fit your style. Okay. So in this video, you're going to learn the basic components of astrology, natal chart, and what will definitely be accurate in the chart without a time. And you'll see what a good and ethical astrologer, will let you know. And it's a critical understanding that astrology charts have a theme or two or three, and these themes don't change in your life. So lastly, astrology is a tool, and this tool is to help you. It's not a weapon. So your free will is what you are in control of. No one can control what goes through your mind. And astrology does not control you. It reveals cosmic timing and how you can work with that timing in your favor. If you'd like to get a natal chart reading, you can hop on the link below and let us begin. We will share the screen right here. So this is a sample astrology chart. And what I'm going to show you is, number one, the accurate intake of the chart is super important. You want to go and make sure that the astrologer puts the right time of birth and the right place of birth besides the time of birth. Now, some astrologers, if they don't know the time of birth, they will put Aries on the first house. They will use a whole house system, or they will put 12 noon as the time. Okay. There are many, many ways to get around getting a powerful reading without having your birth time. That's what's really, really, really important. So if you look at this chart here, the outer wheel, and the outer wheel is the rim, and it has the astrology symbols for the signs. Okay. And they go counterclockwise. Inside the wheel are the planets and or points, and they will tell you what degree in the sign. And then you will have the houses that are 1 through 12, and the houses depict the area of life that we're talking about. If you have any questions or comments, put them in below and we will get back to you. So questions are always great because people may have the same question and they might be embarrassed to ask, but every question is a good question. So, what will not be accurate with the astrology reading will be the exact house, your ascendant, your midheaven, so these angle points in the chart. But all the planets and the signs and degrees will be probably 100%. Maybe the moon might not be, because the moon travels 3 days in one sign. So what you want to look at is the faster moving planets that are at the beginning or at the end of a sign. Then there could be a change there. But most of all, these planets in the signs and the aspects, these geometric relationships between one another, will be accurate. So the time of birth will pinpoint the exact degree and sign on the eastern horizon. That is called the ascendant. And then that placement will dictate your descendant. And everything in astrology is symbolic, and it has meanings with many, many words, keywords that reflect and refer to these energies. And on the bottom of the chart, you have the roots of the chart, and it will tell you the exact 15 degrees Cancer. And on the top is where you're going towards, your ambitions, your career, profession, and that would be exactly 15 degrees Capricorn. That is the stuff that you will not get because you don't have a time of birth. But what you will know is your sun sign, and it will be 15 degrees Gemini. You will also know what planets are nearby, if they have aspects. Whenever planets are within 10 degrees of one another, it's called a conjunction. So we have here a Sun Venus conjunction. So that means this person is like a Taurus or a Libra as well. You see? So that information and all the keywords that go with Sun Gemini, Venus Gemini will be powerful, and they will be accurate. To add another layer, what will also be accurate are all these angles that go to other planets. Now, what won't be accurate are the north and south nodes, because they have to deal with the ascendant, and your part of fortune will not be accurate because we don't know the exact ascendant. But everything, and Black Moon Lilith, because we don't know the ascendant. So you still have tons and tons of information. So you're going to know all the slow moving planets on where they are, and they last for many, many years. You know, Pluto's going to stay in a sign for up to 20 years this year. Okay. I mean, in this sign in Aquarius. So once you get your natal chart reading with the sun and then the moon, right? The moon is in Taurus, 29 degrees, right? And 29 degrees has a special meaning. There's an urgency, okay? A big urgency. So once that's done, then you could do a forecast based on this chart, even though you don't have your time of birth, and you could see all the current transits right now, real time, and how they're going to affect this person. You see, this is powerful stuff. So you could pay an astrologer to rectify your chart, which could cost anywhere, like $400 plus, because It does have a special skill set, and you have to be prepared to uh, have a conversation about major life events that happened, but it can be done. So we will recap this in a moment. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you next time. Ev Zervoudakis, Holistic Healing Astrology, and have a great, great day.